My name is Zach Thompson, and I work part-time with Imago Dei, and I'm a student at Carolina University pursuing a degree in biblical studies. In May, I'm preparing to marry my beautiful fiance, and then after that, we'll go full-time with Imago Dei as a school program and urban ministries director. So my story before Christ is I grew up in a family that was in and out of church, and every minute we spent in church I hated, and I got into quite a bit of trouble growing up, and about the age of 12 I started to get pretty competitive in soccer and got pretty good and had some neat opportunities. And one summer I took a hit with a kid who was older than me. It was a knee-to-knee collision, and I broke my kneecap, I broke my femur, and tore a piece of cartilage. And I remember the day in the doctor's office where the doctor pretty much told me that, Zach, you'll be lucky if you can run again, much less play soccer. And I was crushed. Soccer was an idol in my life, and I was empty. And without it, I didn't know what to do, so I ran to things of this world. And over the next 2 years of my life, I spent doing intense physical therapy and rehab 3 to 4 times a week, and got to the point where I could go back and play soccer. Approaching high school, I ended up getting into some more trouble. I was almost kicked out of school twice, and ended up bouncing around a couple of schools until I came to Wesleyan Christian Academy, and that's where I heard the gospel for the first time. So when I arrived at Wesleyan, one of the things that they talked about was helping out with Imago Dei. So I would go to the sessions after school and serve with the little kids and help coach the elementary school kids. And then after, I would go and train myself. And so with Coach Carter, and over that time, I started to realize that you can be a really good soccer player and love Jesus too, because of kind of the program that Imago Dei had. And it was over this period of a year that my selfishness kind of consumed me, and my eyes were opened that soccer was not going to save me, and neither were these things that I was doing outside of soccer. Right? It was only Christ who was going to save me, and it was a consistent faithfulness from the coaches at Imago Dei and my high school coach that completely changed my life. It made me realize that I was completely lost without Christ, and He was the only one who could save me. So I decided to join Imago Dei's staff because I recognize that soccer is a universal tool for the gospel to be shared. The gospel itself is universal and inclusive, and we believe that there are people out there who need to hear it, and if soccer can be a tool in which we use to share the gospel, then that's something that should be celebrated. And me and my fiance, we've prayed at length about the decision to join Imago Dei, and it was a no-brainer to join a staff that was passionate about soccer, but even more passionate about sharing the gospel and taking it to the corners of the earth, and to commit to eternal life change.